The Baltimore Ravens face what could possibly be their biggest test of the season against the undefeated, red-hot Bills entering M&T Bank Stadium. The Ravens sit at a 1-2 start, who many people, maybe most people, did not expect them to be at. And the Bills, on the flip side, sitting at 3-0, who many people, including myself, did not expect them to be sitting at. So, obviously, a very, very important game for the Ravens, continuing their very, very difficult start to the season. And this game holds significant importance for a team that has Super Bowl aspirations, obviously not wanting to start the season 1-3 and fall behind in a very competitive AFC. Obviously not wanting to fall too far behind in the standings. The Ravens enter this game with a couple injury issues on the offensive line. Andrew Voorhees is doubtful and Tyler Linderbaum is questionable entering this game. Obviously Linderbaum, the Pro Bowl center, is a huge anchor on that offensive line, one of the two best linemen on the entire team, so would be a major loss if he's not able to go. So hopefully he is, but they're playing a team who with a superstar quarterback that can spread the ball around. I was one who thought they were going to take a step backward after losing Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis. I didn't think that they had the weapons around Josh Allen to be able to get it done, but they have been an incredibly productive offense up to this point, sitting at 3-0. Now, I'll give you the Bills haven't played the toughest schedule up to this point, but I don't want to discredit them and sitting at 3-0 by saying that. The Ravens will absolutely be their toughest test to date. However, that could also be true for the Ravens. And the Ravens need to do two things, and this is going to sound like deja vu from probably last week's video. And the first thing is establish a running game. We were screaming that all year, and they finally did against the Cowboys, and it opened up everything on their offense. Getting Derrick Henry the ball, again, probably at least 20 times, I think is what they need to do. Control the clock, and that will open up the play action game if they are able to successfully run the ball. The Ravens are built to run the ball, and they have to. It's not a recipe for success to hand Derrick Henry the ball 12 times and then try to make Lamar sit back in the pocket and beat him with his arm. The Bills' front seven is going to be a lot to deal with, so I'm going to be interested to see how the Ravens can handle their front seven, especially with a possibly banged up offensive line. And then you know what's coming next. The Ravens' pass defense has to be better than they've been all season. They rank last. A lot of that is obviously on the secondary, but the pass rush also needs to be there. You can't let Josh Allen sit back in the pocket and evade the rush. He's going to find targets downfield. And I think that is one of the contributing issues, especially late in games, that we've seen, like last week, is the pass rush really wasn't getting home. And it gives guys like Dak Prescott or, in this game, Josh Allen, extra time to find guys, and they will. The secondary has to be on point and make him throw into tight windows like they did the first three quarters against Dallas, and the pass rush has to harass Josh Allen all game long. Whether they have to bring guys off the blitz, Kyle Hamilton, we saw them bring him off the blitz more last week, and it was very effective. I wouldn't mind seeing that yet again. So that the Ravens absolutely have to have a strong game in the secondary, and don't let Josh Allen catch fire in this game, or it's going to be a very, very long night for the Ravens. And the final point would be play a full 4 quarters of football. I don't care if you're up by two or three scores entering the fourth quarter, which I don't anticipate they will in this game. I think it'll be really close the entire way. But even if you are, this team has such a hard time closing games. It makes me sick watching them in the fourth quarter. It is a continuous issue, the inability to close teams out and keep their foot on the opposition's throat and go for the kill. They just don't. I don't know if it's a lack of intensity, if it's a coaching issue, or they just go, well, we're up by double digits, we're going to win the game, and then next thing you know, the other team comes back and is right back in the game, like we saw last week when they almost blew a 22-point fourth quarter lead. They can't do this against this team. Josh Allen is a really good quarterback, and he will make them pay if they let them catch fire. It's going to take a full 4 quarters if they're going to pull off the upset. I believe the Ravens have what it takes to do it. They have all the skill on this team to be able to do it, but there are some big question marks at offensive line. Again, if with the injuries, again with Andrew Voorhees and possibly Tyler Linderbaum, if both of those guys can't go, I'm not overly confident they're going to be able to get the running game going, which I think is going to really, really hurt the Ravens in this game. If at least Linderbaum can go, that gives me some hope. I think the running threat of Lamar Jackson is going to open up more against this Bills defense, who is pretty stout against the run. I know they rank around middle of the league, but their front seven is pretty stout against the run. But the threat of Lamar Jackson should open up more opportunities for the Ravens. I think the Ravens, in a close game, might get it done by a field goal. They're favored by 2.5 right now, and I think that's about where I stand. I could absolutely see them losing this game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not betting my life that the Ravens are winning this game, but I think a nighttime game, the Ravens know what's at stake here, and I still have a good feeling about this team, even though they have struggled through the first parts of the first 3 weeks. I trust Lamar Jackson in this game, and I think the defense, with all the skill they have, will answer the call and get it done. But I want to know what you guys think. I like the Ravens by a field goal. Leave your predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel and you're a Ravens fan. All we do is talk about your Baltimore Ravens. So if you're a Ravens diehard, this is the place to be. We love good conversation, so leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next video. Go Ravens!